it that I start off the Lonely Leakers Club vlogs because, you know, organizer, and not very good at it though. Okay, so hi, I am Kaila. You can actually see me and hear me now. I am 20 years old, and you guys have me on Facebook, so you know I live in West Virginia. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's where I was born and stuff. And so it's Eastern Standard Time Zone. This is more for Kathy because she's in a whole other country. I think everyone else is from the States, so you guys should probably know time zones pretty well. But obviously my URL is Time Lord because Doctor Who, and my middle name on Facebook is Stormageddon. And then there's a TARDIS right over here. TARDIS. That was actually my Easter present. It's just one of those big cardboard cutouts my mom got for me. Speaking of my mom, I live with her, and it's just me and her here. I have 2 dogs at my dad's house, Zayla and Joey, and Zayla's nickname is Bug, which is funny because I had them both far before I heard of Star Kid. It's Joey and Bug. You probably get it. If you can't tell, I'm kind of awkward, but it's okay because I'm funny. This will be my first time at LeakyCon, my first time in Chicago. I'm psyched for Chicago. It's my second convention though. Earlier this month, early in June, I went to Columbus, Ohio for the Midwest Haunters Convention with about a dozen people from my haunted house. I work, well, it's volunteer, but we do a lot of physical labor. My current haunted house is Wells Township Haunted House in Wells Township, Ohio. It's in Brilliant. It's super fun. It's probably by far the coolest thing about me that I work there. This is my 4th or 5th year, but only my 2nd at Wells. I used to work at a different one. My friend and I have our own room this year. We created the idea. We're building it completely. I am an actor there. Like the people, I don't know if you guys have ever gone through haunted houses before, but like the jumpers are the ones that come out and scare you, and you know there's chainsaw people, your queue line actors that play in the yard. I'm one of the people in the rooms doing the acting, telling the story, and trying to freak you out and set you up for the jump scare. It's super fun. I get to act like a psychopath, and that's always fun. I kind of have a little list here of things I like, but I'm not sure what's relevant and what's not. But let's try this. Seeing, you know, oh, TARDIS is over here. TARDIS is over here. You know, the TARDIS, I'm into Doctor Who. Super into Doctor Who. I actually just started watching it last September. Towards the end of September, I think, actually. Well, maybe mid-September. And I had watched, like, it was Series 6 was airing here on BBC America. And I actually got through Eccleston, Tennant, and Smith before the Wedding of River Song aired. That's pretty bad. I don't have much of a life. But since then, you know, I've gotten just like in super deep. Like I'm like 6 feet under and keep going into Doctor Who. I have some of the William Hartnell on DVD. It's actually over here somewhere. Hey, here's one of them. Hartnell. 63 to 66. I think my mom was born in 65. So, you know, this is older than my mother. But, into that, I'm into, you know, BBC Sherlock, and Sherlock Holmes in general, actually. I love, like, the Robert Downey movies, the older movies, those black and white ones. They're kind of cheesy, but they're really cool. You know, obviously, Arthur Conan Doyle's stories, that's where it all started. I have a serious love for Sherlock Holmes, too. What else do I watch? I watch Bones. I love Bones. And House. I'm so sad House ended. I am so sad that House is over. I'm really into Avatar and Legend of Korra. Like, I haven't watched the Korra season finale yet. I'm probably going to watch that after I upload this. I don't think I'm fully prepared for it, though, because I've seen spoilers on Tumblr, and I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I already cried when Lynn lost her bending, though apparently she gets it back, which, of course she does. But, because Toph was one of my favorite characters in the last Airbender series, because she's badass. I ramble a lot, if you can't tell, so don't mind me. I go off on random tangents all the time. Movies. I love Donnie Darko. I love those like mindfuck movies. So Inception is fantastic. I've watched it so many times. Nightmare Before Christmas, the Toy Stories, especially the third one. The third one always makes me cry without fail. I love Lilo and Stitch, Despicable Me, Tangled, not Rapunzel, it's Tangled, Princess and the Frog, the Captain America movie. When I was a kid, I didn't like Captain America because I was 6 and I thought his outfit was stupid. And then I watched the movie. I held that kind of in my head for a long time when I was growing up, that I didn't like Captain America. Then I watched the movie, and that was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. That was so cool. And I grew up on the old comic books too, like X-Men, Spider-Man, Superman, Hulk, all of those. My dad they're mine now. All these comics from the 70s, 80s, 90s. So that's what I've read. I haven't read a lot of the newer ones because it's kind of an expensive habit, so I can't keep up with it. But that doesn't mean I love them any less. Books I like, obviously Harry Potter. John Green has quickly become one of my favorite authors. Actually, the first John Green book I read was The Fault in Our Stars, because I saw a lot about it on Tumblr and stuff, and that kind of paved the way into Nerdfighteria and Hank's Music, and I just finished Looking for Alaska the other day. I read it in 4 hours, and that was an excellent book. So I'm gonna try to get an abundance of Catherines and stuff read before the con. The Shadow Saga by Christopher Golden. They're vampire books. They're very good. It's a very different idea of your classic vampire, even your Twilight vampire. They don't sparkle, though. They do not sparkle. I love Poe. Edgar Allan Poe. That's great. I said Doyle. Jekyll and Hyde's great. Dracula. Those old ones. One of my favorite books is kind of this really weird one that I found at this discount store when I was 16. It's Brother to Dragon, Companion to Owls by Jane Linsgold. It's a really great book. It's one of my favorite books. I've read it so many times, and it's just the most random thing. I hadn't heard of her before that. I hadn't seen anything like that beforehand, and it was really great. I'm really into musical theater, musicals and stuff. I love Wicked. I love Rent. Sweeney. I've been in musicals. I did it in high school. We did Pajama Game, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and my senior year, Pirates of Penzance, which was the most fun thing ever. So we had a smaller cast, and we were just all acting like idiots the entire time. It was so much fun. And over New Year's, I got to go to New York, and we won the lottery for Book of Mormon on New Year's Eve. So, we were front row, the center apparition, for $32 a piece. And, if you have any concept of how much Broadway tickets cost, it's expensive, because it's, still on Broadway, still original cast then. And, we were creeping on the orchestra, before it started and during intermission. We were just watching them, and more than one of them didn't have shoes on, which I approve of. I hate wearing shoes. I hate wearing socks, too. That's why I love summer so much, because I don't have to wear shoes and socks, and oh dear God, this is already 9.5 minutes. Again, I say I ramble a lot. Let's see, music that I'm into. I don't even know. I'm so hyper right now, I don't even know. I listen to Falling in Reverse, A Day to Remember, Panic at the Disco, obviously Hank. The Star Kid stuff, I listen to a lot of show tunes. Darren, Charlene K. I actually met Charlene K. So I kind of fangirled. This first time I ever fangirled, I was just like talking like, I love you a lot. And that was a little embarrassing. I'm hoping I don't do that with Star Kid. I'm really hoping I don't do that with Star Kid. Actually, I love like Katy Perry too. I'll say anything. And I'm only slightly ashamed of the fact that I enjoy the musical stylings of One Direction. Though it's not so much the music as them. They're very entertaining. Like, I see interviews. Like, actually, I got into it because one of the people I follow on Tumblr, her name's Jenna, not the Jenna that will be in these videos, but a different Jenna. She got really into One Direction after months and months of posting about One Direction. I finally clicked on a little video to watch it, and I just listened to it for a second, and I went, fuck, I like them. Because I'm 20 years old, like a boy band, really. But, like, if you watch my interviews and the video diaries they used to do, they're very funny. They're very entertaining. They're kind of idiots, and it reminds me a lot of the way my friends and I are. So they're quite entertaining. I like them themselves more than their music. So that's maybe not as bad as legitimately liking other music. Though they do have very good voices. Ed Sheeran too. I love Ed Sheeran, and that came off the tangent because he wrote one of One Direction songs, which you can blatantly tell which one it is because it will pull on your heartstrings and make you cry buckets of tears. Because Ed Sheeran likes to screw with your head and make you cry a lot. I don't even know what else is relevant. Like, I mean, you guys have my blog and my Facebook, so you can kind of see how I am. I think my blog is probably a lot more telling than my Facebook page, but well, let's see how the rest of these videos go, because this is a very hard and awkward thing to do as an introduction video. So you guys have fun with this one. I will see you on, well, you'll see me at any rate on Thursday. Yes, because today's Tuesday. So tomorrow should actually be Jenna. Tomorrow Jenna should be posting. And then it's me again. You'll see a lot of me. I like to talk a lot. Oh god, this is 13 minutes. Okay, bye.